Hey, peace and love, everybody. I know it's been a few years since I did a video, but I'm here today to share something that's very disturbing when it comes to our people. It's disturbing, and at the same time, it's further evidence that we are the chosen people of this book, that we are the children of Israel, so called African Americans for the most part. Not saying not each and every last one of us, but so-called African Americans, of course, other black people, other groups of black people for the most part, are the chosen people of the book. See, while I've been um, on YouTube and while I've been listening to other live streams and participating in the comments section of these live streams of other content creators, I realized that there is a group of black women, so-called black women, that have a raw hatred for black men. And not just a raw hatred for black men, it is that it's a type of hatred that's at the level of a white racist. It's a white racist type of hatred towards black men. These are these women are identified as divestors and swirlers. They call us nakers. They call us apes. They call us chips. They praise white cops for gunning down black men. They celebrate that. It's beyond disturbing. It is a sick, demonic mindset. But I want to get straight to the scriptures. I want to show that this is further evidence that we are the chosen people of this book, because this is the result of one of the curses. This was prophesied in Deuteronomy 28 that I'm about to read to you all. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. Now I'm going to break this down. These curses they're all disturbing, and of course, these curses uh, occurred because, as many of you all know, that uh, the Most High said if we didn't follow His law, statutes, and commandments, if we didn't follow His will, His guidelines, that these curses will take place. So let's take it from the top. Deuteronomy 28, verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom. Now, when it says her eye will be evil towards the husband of her bosom, that's not talking about marriage according to the system, right? That's that's not referring to that. And I know many brothers on YouTube, many Hebrew brothers believe that sex equals marriage, and I used to believe that at one point. But truth be told, uh, marriage is simply an agreement between a man and a woman, and ideally, the woman's father. And I can show that in another video, but we're not going to get into that. So it's not marriage according to the system. And also, when you look at dating, many people uh, date for with the intention of getting married. All right, so I just want to get that out the way. So it says her eye shall be evil towards her husband. So her eye is evil towards her man. Now so when you look at this divestment community, these swirlers, their eye is evil towards men that they dealt with, black men that they dealt with in the past, that they chose to deal with in the past. And of course, these are a bunch of hurt women, hurt little girls. They're hurt. And the sad thing is that women have not are not used to accountability. And like Shahrazad Ali said many years ago, over 30 years ago, she had pointed out that the black woman has been coddled for so long. So they have been uh, coddled from taking accountability. So everything that they go through with a man, everything that goes wrong with a man, is they blame it everything on the man and take zero accountability. So in their minds, they've been conditioned to believe that they can do no wrong, that they're completely innocent. All right, and that's a domino effect. So when you have a group of women who have been conditioned to not take accountability and to believe that they can do no wrong, then when they when they start dealing with these certain types of men and it doesn't work out, and you have failure after failed relationship after failed relationship after failed relationship, all right, and you turn around and you become bitter, angry as the years go by, and then you start to say black men ain't shit. Black men are trash. See, this is the black woman having an evil eye towards the black man. Black is, and not to say that this is just started happening. The curses are perpetual. The curses repeat itself. So I'm not saying that this has happened before. All right. I mean, you had slavery. They were called mammies in slavery. Women who catered to the white slave owners. And then when they caught wind of a slave revolt, they will tell the white slave owners what was going down. So so the mammies were those type of black women that had an evil eye towards the black man. They catered to white slave owners. But you let these swirlers and divestors tell it. They they wanted to rewrite history and refer to as black women who support black men as mammies. They twist the definition because they're mentally and spiritually twisted. You understand? Their eye is so evil that they will go online and celebrate white cops killing black men. They're so wicked at heart. So these are the daughters of Zion that sadly have turned against their own. They claim to be they teach the message that black women should divest from black men, and they're under the illusion that the grass is greener. They're find greener pastures on the other side of the fence. They believe that The white man is their God. They view him as their God. See, they talk about how well, marriages between black women and white men last longer. Well, that only is because that you have been conditioned to view the white man as God on planet Earth. You have been conditioned to view him as an entity that can't do no wrong. You understand? And so this is the result of the black woman's eye being evil towards the black man. All right. This is one of the curses here. This all-eye group of divestors and swirlers. You got, and not only that, you have certain female content creators that will do like they will be quick to do videos when when a black man is in the wrong, or it appears that they're in the wrong. So breaking news when it pertains to a black man in a negative light. But when a white man uh, does something horrific as go around in Florida infecting hundreds of black women with HIV, they are quiet. When a white cop murders a black woman of 4 in Tennessee, they are quiet. When a black mother watches her white boyfriend, demonic white boyfriend, beat her 8-year-old son to death, they are quiet. See, anytime when it pertains to the white man, so-called white man, they are quiet because in their minds, he can't do any wrong. He is perfect. All right. I call it the bedwitch gene, personally. That is the fulfillment of that curse there. Her eye will be evil towards her man. Let's continue. And toward her son, just like what I mentioned, the mother in Texas, the black mother in Texas, watched her white boyfriend beat her 8-year-old son to death because her eye was evil towards her son. Because she was not able to get back with the child's father. And it could have been some other reasons there, but that is an example of the mother's eye being evil towards her son. And they also say abort black male babies. Those divestors and the ones who may not quite identify themselves as divestors, basically black women that have this demonic spirit on them, saying abort black male babies, is their eye, they're turning evil towards their sons or unborn sons. And toward her daughter. You have black mothers who are jealous of their daughters. I remember a clip a few years back of this teenage girl. She had recorded her coming to her mother, telling her, pleading with her that her mom's boyfriend was coming into her room to mess with her. And her mother just didn't take it seriously, was cursing her out, and then trying to say, swearing up and trying to tell her that you trying to take my man, blaming her daughter for trying to take her boyfriend because she was jealous of him. And also, you got a lot of these black women giving the younger black women bad advice. Talk about on how to get a man or how to view men, and it's setting them up for failure. See, there is a scripture in the Apocrypha that says it mentions several things that they were so afraid of, and the last thing was a woman being jealous of another woman was dangerous, was fearful that of seeing a woman being jealous of another woman. So this mother was jealous of her daughter, and obviously, when you're jealous of somebody, you could give them bad advice. See, women. What a lot of times when women have failed in relationships, and when they're in their 40s and 50s, giving the younger generation women advice on what a man is or how to, the younger women, they don't stop to think that these women don't have a man. They don't have anything to show for it. But they, unfortunately, are soaking up the advice of these women who have failed at obtaining a good man, obtaining a successful relationship, a successful marriage. So by default, they set them up for failure. So that's pretty much what I had wanted to share with you all of this. But yes, this, and of course I understand that other races, people, the races of men and women, that they have issues. I'm pretty sure, that the women of other nations have issues with their husbands, but of their men. But I can promise you, it's nothing at this magnitude. You don't see Asian, white, Latino. You don't see no other race of women that is going online snapping on their men like this, or talking about they need to die, or praising the cost for killing them, or they belong in a coffin. You don't see them speaking recklessly like that. Like I said, when they do have problems, I guarantee you it's nothing like this. Everybody's going to have issues in a relationship and a marriage. There's going to be obstacles. That's a given. But this right here, with this, and now this also shows this is actually spiritual, because to see that this is confirmed, this curse was prophesied in the Bible, lets you know that this is spiritual. You dealing with demonic, demonic spirits that are inhabiting the bodies of these women. When you listen in on their live streams, it's like listening in on a clan meeting, or eavesdropping in on a clan meeting. At least I can imagine it's like eavesdropping on a clan meeting. Let's see. Abort black male babies. While at the same time, when you abort black male babies, you obviously have to stop to think that you will cease to exist. So this is not the first time. This didn't originate with him. This idea of aborting black male babies it started in Genesis, Exodus, when Pharaoh had ordered the Hebrew midwives to kill the Hebrew male children, murder them, and spare the uh, female Hebrew children, the newborns. So this is not the first time this happened. So because Pharaoh knew that that w- that was the key to wiping out um, that nation is to wiping out the men because men carry the seed. So anyway, that's pretty much all I have. I just wanted to share that. And these they hopefully, I mean, it's getting worse out here. It's getting worse out here. I mean, the last it was prophesied that love of many will wax cold, and this is part of that result of that prophecy that the Messiah said. But it's really bad out here. So, only thing is to you could these women here at this point when you say white when you say white racist, when you have a white racist mindset, when you have the same mindset as white racist men and women, mainly white racist men, then in my opinion you're no longer all women. You are officially an enemy. You may be biologically us, but you're spiritually not us. And I would not. I refuse to refer to those women, that group of women, as my sisters. No, you are my enemy. Anytime aborting black male babies is aborting me. So that's all I have. You all enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Take care.